Jó, stream. Lemaradsz. Lemaradsz.
De megint. Játszol? Vártál rám.
Ah, igen. Ja, persze, hogyne. Nyilván nem szarom le a fejedet.
Tunnel here.
Right. Most, ez most a mi sztori.
Ah, shit. That's a big one. You can tiptoe around to the left or go in guns blazing. Up to you. I vote the latter. The hell? Look up. What's he doing up there?
Little help here so we both don't die?
Persze, nyilván.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer, over here!
Hol ment? Montikino. Pillanat. Mhm. Pillanat. Egy kicsit. Túl sok minden van. Az előbb lőttem. Láttam. Montik.
That assist was a violation of corporate law if I ever saw one. Since it was to my benefit, and we're largely in lawless lands, I'll look the other way. C3 owes you one, stranger. You haven't seen Constance, have you? Ah, there's her torso. And that'll be her legs over yonder, never mind. I'm Bertold.
What in the void are you thinking, creeping around a mannequin like that?
At the time, I was thinking, please don't see me, oh law, I don't want to die, nah nah nah. Now I'm thinking it was stupid to come in here. Killing marauders and hooligans, as I am handsomely paid to do. Of course, as me and Constance discovered, they ain't the only forms of life inhabiting these caverns. I owe you a debt for saving my neck, stranger, and I mean to pay it. There's a station up the way. It's where my C3s are posted. We can talk more there where it's safe. I'll be on my way, once I've gathered up Constance's parts. Meet me at the camp, and try not to get shot on approach.
Let's get one.
Don't mess with us.
Here they come.
Merci.
And here we are. Told you we'd make it in one piece. Station ain't too far now.
Hey, you! Get over here! There are marauders up ahead!
Wonder if Hiram's home. Just kidding. Guy never sets foot outside.
I wonder how they punch a signal through the gas giant's magnetic field. Can't be easy. This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance crew. You a marauder? 'Cause me and my sunshine, that's my gun if you were wondering, we don't take kindly to marauders. A coherent enough response, I reckon. Must be true. You're clear, but I would caution you against pressing on ahead. This station's plumb crawling with marauders, you know. Me and Sunshine are doing exactly what we've been tasked with, and that's guarding these big old Devil's Peak horns. There is nothing I'd enjoy more, but the C3s play it by the book. Usually. Go petition the boss man. Maybe you can convince him to alter my duties. You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast, by the edge of the mountain. See that path that runs underneath that giant archway? Follow it on down. There's a little station near the cliff. You'll find the rest of my crew there.
Okay. I'm off. Good chief.
Need
How
something?
the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
For the love of space, don't rile the marauders.
Köszönöm.
No, megfagytál még egy izét beiglit?
Aha.
Beiglit szereted?
Ja.
Helyes. Nyertad.
Nagy különbség azért nincsen.
Tessék?
Nagy különbség azért nincsen. Hát ez középiskolai nyelvtantanát kell megkeresni.
Everyone all right?
Mire felérek már lelövi messziről, bazd meg. Rohagy meg! Feljöttem, mert a hülye csövek rácsokokat nem tudtam eltalálni. Erről meg nem tudom, valahogy véletlenül pont eltalálja. Mire felérek? Baszódjon meg! Igen, most már rohadás ugye, most ha felmásztam, most már baszódjon meg, hogy a lelőtte közben. Most már igazán meghagyottam volna nekem.
Ha ennyit dolgozol vele, ennyit jó.
Mégis muszáj.
Végére érsz, hogy szomorú kaland lesz. Mert ezt a játékot egész éppen többször elkezdtem. De úgy van. Többször nekik el tudod, mert mindig valamilyen napok hagytad.
Vannak ilyen játékok, amiket az ember így...
De járt az Xbox előfizetéssel.
Így van.
Utána itt folyott valami más játék a Playstation-on, vagy ott egy sérültél van. Nem volt. Harmadjára. Már végig is hiszem.
Igen. Hát, az a cél. De franc tudja. Hirtelen meggondoljuk magunkat, hogy már most akkor mi mégis Xboxozni fogunk. Akkor basszatom. Igen, veszünk hirtelen egy konzolt, mert hogy akkor a crossplay az jobb lesz, meg mit tudom én.
Hát úgy sem is, hogy bele vagy investálva.
Azon, hogy erre számítanak és be is jön neki.
Várj, annól meg Xbox. Annyira elbaszolnak, változó.
Igen, mert azért ahhoz rá kellett venni magunkat, mert akkor az egy teljes elköteleződés.
Elég szignifikáns lett.
Utána már konzolt váltani, utána meg megint váltani, azért sok mindennek kell ahhoz történnie.
Here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown.
Pedig úgyse veszik el az account.
Look for another way out.
Itt belefér, de akkor is két pakolás, mint a két előzetés a szolgáltatásra.
Lehet, hogy belefér, de csak pénzkidobásnak tartom.
Az zavar, hogy már egy meg az nincs meg, de nem ér. Úgy fogok több mint Star Wars nézni, nem tudsz, mert
Igen. A Disney Plus-ra előbb-utóbb úgyis majd visszamegyünk egy hónap erejéig. Memorandum environmental controls installation and keycard. Barb, the new environmental control termination is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations, you message corporate about it. You get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access keycard deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections, because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from the room faster than the station's last performance review.
Heads down.
Inkább nem megyek bele. Hogy mi van itt a falon kikenve? Talán jobb nem kérdezősködni. A WC-n. A WC-től elég távol. A budénak a falán. Erre jöttem, igen. Merre kéne tovább mennem. Okay.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face the intercom. can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder? And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, she hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders...
Kijötted a touched in the head kifejezésre. A hülyére. Simply touched in the head.
No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life and livelihood at this very moment. The Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my newest contractor, you may call me the Broker.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the Broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you. See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already they've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
Kellemetlen. What's it for me?
Aside from the bits I'll be paying you, you said you wanted something from me. Something information-related. I'll give it to you, in person, once I'm safe.
See what I can do. Menjünk. Ki kell szabadítanunk ezt az Information Brokert. Miért először meg kell ölnünk ezek szerint mindenkit. Hogyan megyek fel az emeletre?
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Nyitottak ki, oké. As I stated in my pre-order 4 messages, there is simply no cause for alarm. I swear to you, Hiram, the situation is under control. What you call a near emergency, I would consider a non-event. Yes, a high-energy transmission was used for too lengthy a period of time. Yes, the generators cannot safely support that activity. Yes, and yes, they could have been damaged under load. But the point remains, nothing happened. We caught the issue in time. The engineers involved were reprimanded. Right on my mama's grave, it will not happen again. Now, please cease contacting me for daily updates on the status of the generators. Well, subject toilets. In the black hole where you're thinking, well, at some point space efficiency becomes the inverse to time efficiency and one negates the other. What I mean is, how am I to do my morning business when the toilets are directly facing the open showers? You might like watching fellow scrub their jigglies while you take a steaming dump, but I don't. Sincerely, thanks for the peep show. Not really. That was sarcasm. Theodore. On the contrary, Theo, not only is it a specially efficient design, but it also encourages simultaneous users to hurry their business. Don't like, don't look, or speed it up and move on. After all, the faster you're back to your station, the happier we all will be. Warmest regards, Wal. Postscript, you take too many bathroom breaks and you know it. Talán felszívtam mindent.
That's the last of them, I think.
Ugye visszamegyek.
Gosh, that's clever.
So.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. My compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system. I would expect nothing less from one of Nyoka's associates.
As usual, I'll take that as a compliment.
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But, I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me. Allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here? If you insist. As I was telling you before, I am the premier broker for all of Monarch. Phineas must have sent you. He's the only one insane enough to send someone to Monarch to rush me. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing Raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. Luckily, however, MSI has now gone silent. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I would.
Then you've my impressed gratitude. Still, we need to get the Iconoclasts off the airwaves. I will leave the means of that particular end under your discretion. Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and his Iconoclast to stop transmitting on their end. You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience. Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me. Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can.
Is that a skill sort of times in
Rebecca
conversations?
Hodges and Anders Wadsworth.
They took a
Hogy
UDL
30
contract back when
használtam
Monarch
a
built the ship.
skijeimet a beszélgetésben.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the
Azért adtam rájuk
outpost under
pontokat,
the last
hogy
UDL
tudjam ezeket
contract. Now
használni.
scram. And, good luck.
Nincs más ilyen, semmilyen karaktered, de...
Semmilyen. Mégis haladok vele. Azt szerinted semmilyen karakteremben.
Semmilyen karaktered.
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me. Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts. Ask me what you will. There are so many members. Do specify. If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I am about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status. That the chairman is politically motivated to keep Monarch from being re-recognized as a legal part of the colony, and his actions as a result are highly illegal. And that is all you will get from me regarding such a deadly piece of data. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Minél járok az időben.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago. Sanjar is not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated. Not in his lifetime. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights. I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra One once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night. You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when the colony was still Terra One and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership. Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra One uninhabitable. But MSI had lagged behind, giving Sanjar and Graham an opportunity. Take over MSI, stay here while the other corps left, take over the planet. Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Tell me about Phineas.
Not much, admittedly.
Something about
Phineas
him.
has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history. As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a Raptidon of another color.
I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, the experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either. Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Is it any broadcast from Earth?
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price. How low you seemingly regard my trade.
Pletyinek nevezem.
I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange. How low you seemingly regard my trade. Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
Shoot. Aska. Aliska. Alif. Namka. Tudok itt menni? Igen. Priority transmission log. Clear blue skies, mood optimistic. There I see the future is looking bright. Indeed, I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with initial broadcast. Deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. At a near miss the other day, nearly ended up with the board on my trail. Maybe a mark that trial firmly end the failure category. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best method. I have found thus far that the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmissions involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates know to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data. And the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing hazard has never been so through or high stakes. Gosh. It all. Those imbecilic children in their hatred of each other, Sanjar and Graham, oversaturated my keybands. They take down each other or ride me right alongside them. I should have never invited them to play. What to do about it now? Indeed. Oh, son. Köszi a pénzt. Nehéz volt ezek szerint. Igen. On the way to NMSS transmission. Valami megcsináltam, oké. Össze kell mennem, oké. Rajzoltam. Nehéz vagyok, aztán nem tudom, hogy mit daráljak be.
Only good marauder is a dead or dying one. Slick work in there.
Mhm. Smite vannak beszélsz. Kommentem, azt kilépek.
Ja, jön a következő tárcsa.
Aha, jön a következő napi rendi pont.
Na nézzük. Tárcsa szerint kell érni.